Hello, it's Archie the Rock Beast back for another video today. So today we're going to be talking about bands that got me into rock and metal. So there was a lot of bands that my parents weren't really into the rock and metal genre. My dad was into little snippets of it, liked Def Leppard, liked Guns N' Roses, AC/DC. I mean, just wee small amounts. It's basically like I didn't get in, got my friend Angus got me into metal, so I would say basically that there's like a variety of genres out there that I um listen to as well as that, so be prepared to what you see. So sorry for that noise. I'm just gonna try and have a look because so basically, I didn't get into metal much later. So here's my Metallica Black Album CD. Yes. So we'll go through some of them because I'm trying to collect all the Metallica albums for a ranking. So I've not quite seen Death Magnetic, but that was in bloody awful fucking condition. Swear to the hell of Jesus. But so we'll go through all different bands. So now this one's a really important one to me. I would say. So Def Leppard. I heard the song Rocket and I was like, wow, what is this? And because my mum's a country music person, basically I was just she was watching Top of the Pops and because she also likes her pop music as well, and I heard that and it was on an 80s Top of the Pops episode and I was like, wow. Then I went and discovered Animal, Pour Some Sugar, Armageddon, went and listened to my mum has a friend who only likes the first two albums, so I listened to On for the Night High and Dry, Pyromania, then I looked up that one and they were like, please don't listen to that one. Basically if you're into Leopard, if you think it's all too poppy, I would recommend On for the Night High and Dry and Pyromania, because they were sellouts on this album and Pyromania for me. I love them. Think they're all legends. Phil Collins, what a guitar player. I would say they're still making great records to this day. Like half every album of theirs, they're just under there. I'll get them a minute for you. I'll be right back. Right, so the photograph's just gonna sit there like that. So basically, so every album I have from On Through the Night to On Through the Night, I like that. So, because I took a break from Def Leppard, discovered some pop music that I liked and stuff like that, and then basically, then was into other things. Then went and was like, oh, I've not heard them for ages, need to go back now. And I was like, then High and Dry, which I love when, then Pyromania, Hysteria. I used to like Adrenaline, but when I was basically still a fan, but not as big as I am now. I used to really hate slang, and I used to like Euphoria a lot. I still do now. I used to have the hatred for X. Sparkle Lounge was another one, and because Diamond Star Halos wasn't out when right when until I was fully into the genre, I would say I used to like that one, but I was a huge fan, but just these three albums I never liked. So that's one band that would say that were the importance to me. Now next one is gonna be Motley Crue. I watched a video of children reacting to their music, and it was and the drummer Tommy Lee was reacting to what the younger generation thought of Motley Crue, and then I came across songs like Kickstart My Heart, Girls, 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 and what I once did, which is very naughty, but I sneaked my mum and dad's Book of the Dirt, even though my parents weren't into them. I sneaked up their Book of the Dirt to read it, and I got into a bit of trouble. So there, I'm now nearly 14 in August, but maybe it's one of my friends. My friend Angus is also helps me with all of this. He basically said to me, well, let's just do it. Let's just not let our parents know. And I was like, I got caught, so guess what? Don't do it. Now another one, Deep Purple. I love this album. It's great. Every song on it gets a 10 out of 10. Like if I said all of them, they would just get a 10 out of 10. And I'm not even joking with you. My friend Angus, he played the riff of Smoke on the Water, and I was like, what is this? Come on. And then so they were up there. So that's another one. We're up there. So for me, I would say Deep Purple, Legends, of course. Love it. And my mum's friend, who's a classic rock person, he's the one that said it like the first two Def Leppard albums. Then he says after that they went a bit too polished. But he does like Phil Collins, the guitarist, but just not finds them a bit too slick as a band. Now, next one is gonna be Poison. Now, so I looked through related artists on Spotify when I found my Motley Crue and all of that stuff, and then I was like, oh, like used to be a huge Poison fan. I do like some of their stuff, but the more older I've got, the more less keen I've become on their ballads. Like some of their ballads are good, their ballads are rather hit or miss for me. I Won't Forget You, yes, I would go for that. Every Rose of It Has Its Thorn, no thank you. Something to Believe In, no thank you. Life Goes On, Fire and Ice, great. But I would say this is probably their best record, I think. But they do like a bunch of ladies there. So you've got Brett Linda Michaels and Pally Dal and all these. So next one's Bon Jovi. Heard Living on a Prayer. My dad did it for karaoke and like that, and then I went back and checked the older hits. And I used to actually hate Jovi ballads, but now I think their ballads are much better than Poison. Like for me, stuff like I used to hate Bed of Roses, and I never got the sense of Keep the Faith as an album, but I now do. I love Keep the Faith. And I used to think If I Was Your Mother's not a great song. Like Keep the Faith, I'd rather like something on it, or I hated something off it. Like for example, like just gonna get this to look at the tracks a minute. So I used to like I Believe, didn't like Keep the Faith because I didn't understand a bit. Keep the Faith like talking about your religion, or I used to like I'll Sleep When I'm Dead. Used to not be so keen on In These Arms and Bed of Roses, or I didn't like If I Was Your Mother. I used to like Dry County, Fear, I Want You, and Blame It on the Love of Rock and Roll. But the rest I hated, but I now love. I didn't realise how great an album it is until all you VC guys were up there talking about this record. And I listened to it again, and it grown on me, then I bloody loved it. Fantastic album. The last killer Bon Jovi album. And remember all the woeful nonsense Jovi are releasing these days. Now, so another one's AC/DC. So my friend Angus is a huge AC/DC fan. He was like, because he's a Bon Scott person now. I'm a more Bon Scott person too, but I think AC/DC are probably one of the. So the headliners for Getting Me Into Hard Rock would be AC/DC, Def Leppard, Kiss 2, would be up there, or Whitesnake, hearing the main hits like Is This Love, Here I Go Again, and I loved that, so I went and checked out the rest of their catalogue. Alice Cooper with Poison, and all the hits, and Aerosmith, discovered some of their stuff, like Aerosmith are a band I've never been huge on their ballads. 80s Aerosmith ballads good, but stuff like I could do without I Don't Want to Miss a Thing and all that shit. So basically, like what good bands start off with rock and metal, like Moral, like never used to be hugely into rock metal, but I've bought a Metallica CD, and Metallica are great. Anthrax and Accept, Dragon Force, Sabaton, Center Tracks, Motorhead, Megadeth, Pantera, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Saxon, Tigers of Pantang. Love all these bands, just bloody do. Warlock. Like, I love my metal. More older I've got, the more heavier I've got. That's just me. Like, so that's what I was about to say got me into rock and metal. Like, even though I still think about in it now, that like I used to just like some Leopard albums, and used to there used to be a love albums for me, like so yeah, so I'd say like basically that would probably be what, like, it's hard to say what got me into hard rock and metal. Like, I would say this is the Def Leppard song Rocket, skyrocketed it and kicked it right off. So as simple as that. And keep listening to Black Sabbath. Stay heavy, stay metal, and keep on rocking of the ages. Goodbye.